Hello students, let us quickly revise what formulas we learned in the previous video about the nature of the roots, etc. These formulas we have already learned in the part 1 video of 2.5. We will just quickly revise them first. Here, if b square minus 4ac is 0, we are trying to find out what is the nature of the roots. Nature of the root is going to be real and equal. If the roots of quadratic equation here b square minus 4ac is 0 greater than 0, then the roots are going to be real and unequal, and if it is less than 0, then the nature of the root is going to be not real. Okay, and b square minus 4ac is called a discriminant. In short, we had seen if delta is 0, roots are real and equal. If delta is greater than 0, the roots are real and unequal. And if delta is less than 0, the roots are not real. And also we had seen alpha plus beta is minus b upon a, and alpha into beta is c upon a. And this very important formula that we had learned in order to form the quadratic equation. Now we will come to problem number 5, 6 and 7 which we had to do. Okay, the sum of the roots of the quadratic equation is double their product. Find k if the equation is x square minus 4kx plus k plus 3 is equal to 0. Now whenever there is a word problem, whatever is given in the question, first just note it down so that is going to help us. Okay, sum of the roots is given. Sum of the roots means roots are alpha and beta, and sum of the roots is alpha plus beta. Sum of the roots of quadratic equation is double their product. So this is the condition given in the question. So we will write this is already given. This is already given in the question. Now this is the quadratic equation. Now looking at that quadratic equation, this is the first part, first term, second term, and this is the third term. Okay, so here we will get a is equal to 1, b is equal to minus 4k, and c is equal to k plus 3. The constant part is k plus 3. We also know something about alpha plus beta. See, just now we revised some formulae, right? Sum of the roots alpha plus beta is given by minus b upon a. It is given by minus b upon a. So that's equals to minus b is going to be minus of minus 4k upon a is 1. So that's minus minus is going to become plus. So that's 4k. And alpha beta will be what? C upon a. C is k plus 3 and a is 1. Okay, so alpha beta we got k plus 3. So we got the value of alpha plus beta here 4k, and alpha beta here k plus 3. Now both these values just substitute in this. Okay, both these values just substitute in this and see if we can find the value of k. So let us just see how we are going to do that. We are asked to find out the value of k here. Okay, so your a is 1, b is minus 4k, c is k plus 3. This is given. So we get 4k and k plus 3. Now just substitute from 1, 2 and 3. So alpha plus beta, I have put 4k and 2 times alpha beta. So 2 multiplied. So 2 into k becomes 2k and 2 into 3 becomes 6. Now 4k minus 2k will become 2k. This 2k will come here. Okay, therefore we get k is equal to 3 and hence we got the value of k. The value of k is equal to 3. Okay, go to the next sum. If alpha and beta are the roots of the quadratic equation y square minus 2y minus 7 is equal to 0, find the values of alpha square plus beta square and alpha cube plus beta cube. So before we get started with this sum, we need to know two formulas without which it will not be possible to solve this sum. Okay, and those formulas you have already learned in the 8th standard. A square plus b square, a plus b the whole bracket square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square, and a plus b the whole bracket cube is equal to a cube plus 3ab in the bracket a plus b plus b cube. Okay, now see here what we need in the first part, alpha square plus beta square. So a square plus b square, this formula we can write as a, just rearrange the terms of this formula and see what we get. This 2ab, bring it here, minus 2ab is equal to a square plus b square. B square, that is, 1 minute, I wrote beta over there. Let me just write b. So I have just rearranged the terms and I'm trying to get the formula for a square, alpha square plus beta square and alpha cube plus beta cube. So see this, a plus b cube and bring this term here, minus 3ab in the bracket a plus b is equal to a cube plus b cube. Okay, what have I done? See, these are the two formulas that we have learnt last year in 8th standard. These two formulas I have just rearranged because I want to find out what is alpha square plus beta square, and I want to find out what is alpha cube and beta cube. That's why I have just rearranged the formulas according to my convenience. Now alpha square plus beta square, I will expand it using this, a plus b, it is going to be alpha plus beta the whole bracket square minus 2 times alpha beta. This formula I am going to use it. Okay, so this is one part, and the other part is using this equation. I will first write down what is a, write down its coefficients. A is 1, b is minus 2 and c is minus 7. Using this information, first just find this out and keep. Alpha plus beta is going to be minus b upon a. So that's going to be equals to minus of minus 2. So that is plus 2. I'm directly writing it upon 1. So that's 2. Okay, and alpha beta is going to be c upon a. C is minus 7 upon is 1. So that's minus 7. Now, this value of alpha plus beta and alpha beta you will be putting in the formula. You have to find alpha square plus beta square, no? Now for alpha square plus beta square, we write the formula this one. Alpha plus beta the whole bracket square minus 2 times alpha beta. Okay, now inside just put the values. You know what is alpha plus beta, no? Alpha plus beta we found it's 2. So 2 square is 4 minus 2 into alpha beta is minus minus is going to be plus 7. 7 into 2 is 14. So that's going to be plus 14. 14 plus 4 is 18. So answer is going to be 18 of this first part. So I hope it is clear to you students. Most importantly, you must know the formulae. If you know the formulae, 50% of your job is done. Now you must have realized this sum entirely is based on all the formulas. Okay, so let us just see how we get the answer. Okay, so first we just find out alpha plus beta using the formula and alpha beta, sum of the roots and product of the roots formula. Now this formula, after rearranging, we have got substitute into it and we get 18. Similarly for alpha cube, beta cube also, substitute the values of alpha plus beta and alpha beta. Okay, so look here, alpha plus beta is 2, so that's 2 cube minus 3 into alpha beta is minus 7 and alpha plus beta is 2. Okay, so 7 3s are 21, 21 2s are 42, minus minus plus, and 2 cube is 8. So we get the value 50 here. So alpha square plus beta square is 18 and alpha cube plus beta cube is 50. We'll move to the next sum. Find the value of k if the roots of the following quadratic equations are real and equal. Now, what is the meaning of the word real and equal roots? You must understand, when the roots are real and equal, delta has to be 0. Okay, and that means the value of b square minus 4ac has to be 0, because they have given the roots are real and equal. Means it is already given in the question that delta is equal to 0 and you are asked to find out what is the value of k. Okay, so using this, find out first what is b square minus 4ac. So we got a is 3 here, b is k and c is 12. Okay, so b square minus 4ac would be k square minus 4 into a is 3 and c is 12. 12 3s are and then 4s are. So we get k square minus 144 is equal to delta. But we know that the value of delta is 0. The roots are real and equal. So therefore delta is 0. So equate that to be equals to 0. Therefore, now this directly also you could do. Take 144 that side. So you get k square is equal to 144. Therefore k is equal to, take root of 144, that is, so this is one way what I have shown. Other way of doing it could be this also. K square is equal to 144. Therefore k is equal to root 144. You must know all the methods of doing. Now root 44 is going to be plus or minus 12. This is the answer. Or here I have used the formula a square minus b square. So that is k plus 12, k minus 12. So the value of k is minus 12 or plus 12. Okay. So hence we got the value of k here 12 or minus 12. In the next one, similar way, First multiply and get the equation in the standard form properly. We get kx into x is kx square minus 2 into kx plus 6 is equal to 0. Now find out b square minus 4ac first. A is equal to k. In place of a we got k. B is equal to minus 2k plus c is equal to 6. So find out what is b square minus 4ac. That is going to be minus 2k square minus 4ac. Okay, substitute in the formula. 2 square is 4k square minus 6 4s are 24, 24k. Now here the roots are real and equal, delta is 0, that means. So equate that to be equals to 0. Take 4k common. Therefore 4k is 0 or k minus 6 is equal to 0. Therefore k is equal to 0 or k is equal to 6. Now earlier sum we got negative value also, 12 and minus 12 for k. Here we got 0, but it cannot be 0. Why cannot it not be 0? Because k is a term multiplied with x square. So if k becomes 0, this will no longer remain quadratic equation because x square term will vanish. Therefore k cannot be 0. So value of k here can be 6. Because if k is equal to 0, the coefficient of quadratic term becomes 0. Okay, then this x square term only if goes, the equation will no longer will remain quadratic, right? Hence the equation will no longer be a quadratic equation. Therefore k is equal to 6. Hope so this is clear to you, students. Thank you so much.